All right, boys. It's been a tough start to the season. We're 0-4. But you know what? I believe in us. This is the end of the first quarter. Got a lot of game left to play. We got Cooper Kupp coming back off the IR. Welcome, Cooper. We got Brian Robinson playing tonight on a good matchup. Let's get some TDs. We're benching Joe Burrow until he gets fully healthy. So welcome, CJ Stroud. Let's put up some points in that QB position. We got this, boys. It doesn't matter how many games we lose. What matters is winning that last championship game. Think about that when you get on the field tonight and Sunday and maybe Monday. I forgot if someone plays Monday. I don't think so, but think about that when you're playing Sunday. When I go out on the field and I think I'm tired, I think about that record. Every time I get tired, I think of that record. Every time I'm tired or I think I can't go no more, I think of that fucking record. Whenever the champions get tired, that's when they get the dog out in them. If you're going to piss like a puppy, sit on the porch, and let the big dogs eat. First four weeks weren't it. That ain't us. You can do it. You can make it. Have some heart. I get emotional about this stuff. Let's go, guys. Have some heart. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win. Welcome, guys. Hope you guys like my pre-week speech. Preaching on my boys. Because we're coming back. We got to start with this week. I got a little bit of hope. We got Cooper Kupp coming back. Super excited about that. I mean, it looks like he's coming back. I don't know for sure, but I've heard reports he's coming back this week. So super excited for that. I don't really have too much in terms of material today. I am kind of requesting a little bit of favor from you guys. Definitely need some ideas for some segments. I'm going to try to think of some different segments moving forward. I don't want it just to be same thing every single week. I don't like that. I think it can get boring just doing power rankings and same thing every week. So I'm going to try to come up with some different segments, but definitely shoot some my way. Wait. Sorry, I had to go fix the dryer. It was making weird noises. So there's some editing, but yeah, shoot some segments my way, some ideas for that. Definitely want to bring on some special guests. I do have an idea. I'm going to bring on some guy I work with. He's pretty chill. So that should be kind of fun. I'm going to kind of bring him in, and I was thinking about doing having him do he'll be like a blind rankings. So it's not just me doing the rankings. I'm going to have him do the rankings. So I think I'm going to bring him in, do some blind rankings. He doesn't know any of us. He'll know my team because I talked to him about it, but I'll tell him to be completely honest. I know he's not a Cooper Kupp fan, so I know he'll be honest. But I thought that would be kind of fun, but it would be really fun to bring you guys on. We've got a lot of weeks ahead of us, but if we can get one person per week, we can get through everybody. Even Austin, I would like for you to be on the show. Part of my segment today is about Austin, so we'll get there. But first, we've got some pretty big news. We've got some big players coming back. We've got Cooper Kupp, mentioned that. We've got Jonathan Taylor. That'll be interesting. And it's interesting because not just Jonathan Taylor's coming back, but it also affects the rest of the team. Specifically, Eddie's team, who has Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor. So that's going to be interesting to watch, to see if Jonathan Taylor takes away from Anthony Richardson or vice versa, or if they complement each other and then just have a crazy rushing attack. So we'll see. Some other big news just happened today. Depends on you meatheads if you guys veto it or not. I don't think you should. I'm not going to personally, but if you think it's honestly an unfair trade, We've got Devontae Adams being traded for Raheem Mostert. That's interesting. Definitely interesting. Definitely. I have an opinion of who I think is winning that trade, but that's just me. Yeah, that's pretty big news. So that'll be interesting. I hope if that does go through, I'm pretty sure it goes through before Sunday. So I'm going against Raheem Mostert. Last time that Raheem Mostert went against my team, put up 40+ points. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we'll see. Yeah, what else? And then I also wanted to highlight, we've got a big matchup this week. Let me look at that. I forgot who it was. It's Luke. Oh yeah, Luke against Nate. That's going to be a pretty big game. Luke always finds a way to score over 100 points somehow, even though all of his team is dying. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sorry, squirrel brain. But he's got a few of his players on bye. A lot of tough matchups, and that's also an interesting thing coming up. Is now that we're past 4 weeks, we're kind of getting an idea of defenses and what they're strong in, what they're weak in. And so matchups are going to be pretty key when it comes to who you're sitting, who you're playing. For me personally, I think, I've got Stevenson going against Philly, not playing him, but after that, he's a workhorse. I'm confident he'll be back and better after this week, but we'll see. But yeah, matchups are going to be huge moving forward. Sorry, I heard something weird. Sound like something coming from downstairs. We don't have anyone downstairs. I got ghosts or something. But yeah, so interesting week. Big matchup there. Other than that, Jeff and I are playing for last. I'm pretty much going to be last no matter what. I have scored so little points. It doesn't matter how many points I score or how much I win by. I am going to definitely be last this week, after this week, but hopefully I can get my first win and then shut some people up. No, still at 1-4, I can't really talk, even though I do. But so today, going in the segment, happy birthday, Austin. Today is all about you. We're going to talk about your team some more. I was wrong. I was looking at your team. I've been trying to send some trades. I need to make some moves because what I'm doing is not working. I'm making some moves, but I'm trying to make some more moves. What I'm doing is not working. And so I was looking and I was trying to send some trades to some people. And I was looking at your team and I was a little surprised. Sorry about that. I was distracted. I'm not doing so good this video, but I'm not redoing that first part, so you guys are getting an edited version slash I don't care. Yeah, this is something. Yeah, Austin, your team. You know what? I was wrong. Team actually looks pretty good. It's coming together pretty well. Definitely helps to have Alvin Kamara back. But yeah, let's go through your team. Lamar Jackson, huge advantage there with his rushing ability. He gets 2 rushing touchdowns versus 2 passing touchdowns. That's a 4-point difference. That's the difference between a 20-point day and a 24-point day. And if I have a quarterback and it's 24-point day, I'm super ecstatic. 20-point day, happy, but it's kind of average. So huge difference there. That doesn't include the rushing yardage that is also more beneficial than passing yardage. So as long as he stays healthy, I think he could be definitely a difference maker on your team. And then Justin Jefferson, absolute dog. So I can't say anything bad about Justin Jefferson. He's actually one of my favorite players out there. That's what I do like about fantasy football. I've become more of a fan of the players versus the team. Of course, I love my Seahawks, but you become more diverse and like appreciating the players for what they do versus just like, oh, I mean, Russell Wilson's different, but like, oh, Russell Wilson's, he moved to another team. Fuck him. He's not a Seahawk. No matter where Justin Jefferson goes, I'm a big fan of him. He's a straight up dog, and I love the gritty. Scary Terry, also a big fan of him, but he has not had a receiving touchdown, but I could see him having a big game tonight. Chicago has a lot of their secondary out. I even thought about picking up Dotson. I actually might, but by the time you guys see this, you'll already know if I did or not. I might. I've been trying to get some depth there, so I might pick him up. But Chicago has depleting secondary, and Scary Terry has been producing. He's been the number one. He's not my favorite, but he's a solid wide receiver too. Alvin Kamara definitely has that volume. So, and he's going to be the number one. He doesn't really have any competition. He has Kendre Miller as some competition, but I don't see them giving up too many touches away from Alvin Kamara to give to Kendre Miller. So he's going to be a solid number one. He's going to be a workhorse. I don't think he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still a workhorse. And then you've got Josh Jacobs, also a big workhorse. Again, I don't think Josh Jacobs is like anything special comparatively to the NFL, but like if I had an absolute vacuum, had to choose between like Josh Jacobs and even Ramondre Stevenson, I would take Ramondre Stevenson all day. But and volume-based and offense-based, Josh Jacobs definitely better. He's a workhorse. He's going to get the volume. And then George Kittle, tight ends have not really been producing this year. There's been a few big games, but there's no one that's been real consistent. Even Travis Kelce hasn't really been separating himself, not yet. I mean, he could towards the later end of the year, but right now he's not. So George Kittle, really aggressive and hard runner, so he could have big games. Tight end, I feel like it's almost a shot in the dark, and you're just looking for some kind of consistency. And then Travis Etienne, although he didn't have a very good game this last week, he did show that he is the workhorse. And if they're up, they're going to just feed him. He had over 20 carries. Even though he wasn't getting a good yardage per carry, they kept feeding him. So he's going to keep on being a bell cow. And if anything happens to Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss will be a good player. You've got Deebo Samuel, who's going to be solid if Ayuk ever misses time. And also if the San Francisco's second running back misses any time. Even if Christian McCaffrey misses any time, Deebo's so versatile if he can stay healthy. That's a big question mark. And Christian Kirk, he may be the number one wide receiver in that offense. So looking at this, Austin, sincerely, I'm sorry. Your team's good. Hate to admit it. I'm going to eat some crow. Your team's good. Sorry, I was a little harsh. You're just such an easy target, and you're so fun to pick on for some reason. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, so fun to pick on. So, but you know what? I'll try to admit when I'm wrong. I think I was wrong. I think you got a solid team. We'll see. If everyone can stay healthy, I think that's kind of like the asterisk. But that's kind of any player. I know Christian McCaffrey, there was big worries of him getting injured at times, but he seemed to be staying healthy and putting up 4 touchdown games. And quietly, like he puts up a 4 touchdown game. No one bats an eye. It's kind of like, oh, that's normal. But then you get like Mostert and A-Chain or whatever, however you pronounce his name, puts up 4 touchdowns and the fucking world goes wild. But bottom line, I messed up. I was wrong. But it will also be interesting to see how you do. Maybe I'm throwing out some good karma. Hopefully it'll come my way. We'll see. I'm a very superstitious person. So if I get a win this week after complimenting your team, I will compliment a team every single week. I will highlight one team and talk the best about their team. But honestly, sincerely, I think you got a solid squad. I was a little harsh on you, so I apologize. I do like our feud, though, and our rivalry, but maybe I crossed the line. I still got to show the respect where respect is due. So I apologize. Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Hope you're not getting drugged at a bar. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Like I said, please send me ideas on segments. I'm open to anything. If you guys like something I do, like a certain segment I do, let me know. If you want me to do the podcast naked, I can do that. Yeah, just shoot out some ideas. No pink tops. That was a one and done. Absolutely not doing that again. Like I said, I don't think we made an agreement, but I wanted to be a man of my word, and do it anyway. But yeah, also, let's get some special guests going here. I can set it up. It's super easy. I just send you a link. Let me know. I'll make time for it. I work your time, 7 to 4. Any other time, I will make time, and we can do a podcast or something, an interview. I don't care. Just let me know. Let's make this fun. Let's have fun. Good luck to everyone on week 5. Peace out, everyone.